Okay, here we go. So this session will build on some of the previous themes in this series. So thinking back to, we talked about joy, we talked about gratitude, and then moved into some self-compassion, building resilience. And so today we're going to focus on the sense of hearing and thinking about how we listen and tune in and build that into some ideas around empathy and kindness. So take a minute, just like always, and find a position for your body that feels more comfortable, probably a seated position. For today would work best, but you can choose whatever you'd like. And then whatever movements you need to kind of get settled. So that might be shaking out your hands if you feel like you have excess energy. We're going to be focusing on that sense of hearing. So maybe even noticing your neck, your throat, your shoulders. And then whenever it feels time for you, then we will settle in. And if you would like to close your eyes, that's an option, or you can always just rest your eyes down so your eyelids become half closed and start to notice your breath. Or perhaps if that doesn't resonate with you, just start to notice any sensation in the physical body that can hold your attention. So maybe that's your heartbeat instead. Maybe that's touching hand against hand and focusing your mind on something that can keep it as an anchor. I'm going to offer a mudra and a breath practice this time. It's called pranayama or energy force practice. And the mudra is called a Shanmukhi mudra. It is only an option. If you would like to take it, you're going to put your thumbs either right in front of or plugging your ears. The index fingers can either go right above your eyelids or gently on the eyelids. Middle finger goes on either side of the bridge of the nose. And then the ring and pinky fingers are going to frame the lips. So the mudra is essentially closing the 6 gates of our sensory organs on our face that bring those external messages in. And the purpose is to help close those down so we can get more internally focused. So if you would like to close the eyelids and the ears, go ahead and do that now. And then you're just going to listen to your breath for 5 rounds, inhaling, flowing into exhaling. Or you can inhale and then hum on the exhale if that resonates better with you than listening to your breath. So starting with an inhale through the nose, and then your exhale is either through the nose or a hum. And then repeating. Taking your time to finish up your last round at your pace. When you're ready, go ahead and move your hands away from the face, maybe wiggle or shake out the fingers, and then rest the hands back down. If the eyes have been closed, you're welcome to stay that way, or again, just rest them on something that is calming for you. From here, we're going to move into noticing the sounds in your environment. They may be very obvious. Maybe they are more subtle. Maybe there's sounds that are part of that environment every day, and you start to ignore them or are just unconsciously aware. Tune in to even the most subtle sounds. Start to shift your intention now so that as you're listening for or at these sounds, that you are listening to hear and not react or even respond. So building some equanimity or some balance into your reactions, in that you don't have to choose to respond. You can just notice and listen. Are you able now to shift that and identify any person, anyone that you will be engaging with, perhaps today or in the next short while, that you will choose to fully listen in order to understand, in order to build empathy and more kindness towards that person, rather than react or respond based on either your own conditioning or perhaps the overstimulation of your senses. Are you able to close down those gates so that you can have more balance in your own responses? Bring it fully into your imagination now, picturing that person, perhaps even imagining the interaction and placing yourself there, fully listening, hearing, with the intention of building empathy and loving kindness for that individual. Play that out. Notice the feelings in the body and emotions. Notice if anything starts to kind of rub, or your immediate reaction, even in your imagination, is to become a little tense. If that happens, perhaps a breath, an easy, gentle, lengthened breath can help to release that tension. And you can come back to that feeling of building joy, gratitude, and self-compassion for yourself, so that as you have more resilience, you can share more empathy with others. Notice if that shifted anything for you, either for your general responses or for a response to that individual, or not. Maybe it did it or it didn't. There's no judgment. Just notice what you're left with now. Notice if there is a feeling or a sense of any of those emotions of joy, gratitude, empathy, kindness, and especially and particularly self-compassion for yourself and resilience as you go into the rest of your day. Take a lengthened inhale through the nose and open mouth sigh through the mouth. Do that one more time. And then gently lower the chin. Blink the eyes open. And then reorient yourself in your space. Shift the shoulders and the neck, shake out the hands, and go into your day with some loving kindness for yourself and for others. There's so much. I appreciate you all being here.